Happy Saturday, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dazzling Rita. I just came from a baby shower of an old coworker, and surprisingly, she's kind of going through the same thing I went through a few years ago. She's remarried and is having a baby at 40 years old, and she has an older daughter who's about 15, I think 15, 16 years old, in high school. She's having a baby and she's 40. This is her second child. I have four, but I had my fourth and last child at 40 years old. And I was talking to a group of old coworkers that, sitting down at the table, telling them that I believe these children today, more and more women who are older, wiser, more patient, and able to offer children, these souls today that are coming into the world, first of all, are old souls, and they are choosing to be here during this spiritual shift, this mass awakening, for a reason. They have a purpose, and they need mothers, fathers, they need parents who are awakened. And that's why I think you'll see more women now who are having kids older than back in the day, 20, 30, 40 years ago, when women there were teen pregnancies. I believe the statistics show now there's fewer teen pregnancies and more women who are older who are having children. And in my opinion, that is the reason why. These are old souls choosing to be born during this powerful shift in the world, because they're needed, but they also need parents who are wise and spiritually aware and advanced to teach them, to guide them. And so, yes, there are more women who are older having children. This is kind of a two-part video. The second thing I wanted to talk about is having multiple children, by different people, men or women. Now, I'll use myself as an example. I am 44 years old, I have 4 children, and I have 4 children by 3 different men. I was previously married, it didn't work out, and when I turned 40, I ended up having another baby, a bonus baby, my blessing, my biggest blessing. They're all blessings, but I call her my biggest blessing because I was more aware of the world and my role in it, and why I was having a baby at that age. And I was more patient and calmer and able to appreciate being a mother, not being stressed running to corporate America, dropping my kids off at daycare at 6 a.m. like I used to do for the other 3. And so someone recently tried to insult me. Someone will laugh about it now. They told me that I had 4 children by 3 different baby daddies. And I said, you know what? I absolutely do. I have 4 different children by 3 different men. And guess what? It is a beautiful thing. Each of these children are here for a reason, and each of these children chose me to be their mother for a reason. Unfortunately, it didn't work out with my last marriage, and things happened for a reason. But the children that I had in that relationship had to be born out of a necessity, because of something that only I and my ex-husband could give them genetically, so that they could be here and one day fulfill their purpose. They're fulfilling their purpose now, but when they're older, they'll understand. And so, sometimes people will try to insult you or break you down, and in this physical world, try to demean you. Like I said, that was intended to be an insult. I have 4 different children by 3 different men, and guess what? I am happy. I am radiating love from the core of my being, because I am happy, and with the person who I'm meant to be with. I found my soulmate. I found my twin flame. Had I stayed in the last marriage just because I was worried about what the world was going to say or other people would think, or having multiple children by different men, and just I didn't want to be a single mom again. If I would have stayed in a relationship for that reason, guess what, honey? I would not be who I am today. I needed to go through that, and I needed to be strong enough to break free from that relationship that wasn't serving me, that wasn't bringing me joy and peace and making me the best person I could be. And I took that chance and ended up meeting my current husband. We've been together now for almost 10 years. We had a baby 4 years ago, totally surprised, totally unexpected, and she's the best thing that could have ever happened to us. So don't get caught up in what anyone else has to say about your personal situation. As long as you know you're being the best person you can be, the best version that you could be, then that's all that matters. And as long as you're doing the best to be the best parent you can be for these children, to guide them, that is really ultimately the divine purpose for you having these children. You know, there's some women who would have stayed in a unhealthy, unhappy marriage just to say that they didn't get divorced or whatever. You know, whatever, millions of different reasons people stay in not the best ideal relationships. I made the choice to leave when my children were small for a reason. I'm so thankful that I did, because had I not, I would not be who I am today. And I am the happiest, most joyful person, you know, and I'm still growing. But everything happens for a reason. And when I thought that life was going to be too hard, you know, being a 2-time single mom and having these children with different fathers, if I would have sat there and been too focused on that instead of my own personal well-being and happiness, then guess what? My children would not be as happy as they are today. A happy mom or a happy parent makes a happy life, happy children. So do what's best for you. Try not to get caught up in the ways of the world or the opinions of others, because what other people think about you is really none of your business. And what other people think about you does not have as much power as what you think of yourself. So, guess what, honey? I have 4 beautiful children, 4 spiritually gifted children by 3 different men, and I am still a queen of queens. You cannot take that from me. There is not anything anyone in this world can say to make me feel like I'm less than, because I don't fall into their description of what the traditional person, mother, should be. So just wanted to share a little story with you guys. That's my word for the day. I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful weekend. It's a little toasty here in San Diego, but it's a beautiful day, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I'll be back again soon. Bye now. If you like my vibe, click subscribe. I'm doing my best to help you thrive. Take care.